I'm Dr. Roger, and this question is from the May 2021 International SAT Calculator section. College Board is asking for an exponential model that fits this data set. If I put in x equals 0, anything to the 0 is 1, so choice A would give me 1 over 100, which seems way too small. Choice D would give me 100 times 1 is 100. It seems very small for x equals 0. So B or C seems more likely. Let's try choice B. At x equals 0, I get 2. Choice C, x equals 0, I get 6. They're both plausible, but neither one is obviously right or wrong. Let's take a look at x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1 over 100, 2, 6, and 100. 1 gives me 1 over 100 times 10 is 1 over 10. Also not a good fit. 2 times 5 to the first is 2 times 5 is 10. That's plausible. 6 times 2 to the first is 6 times 2 is 12. That's also plausible. And 100 times 2 to the negative 1 is 100 over 2 is 50. Choices A and D are still terrible. Let's try x equals 2. And that gives me 1 over 100 times 10 squared is 1. 2 times 5 squared is 2 times 25 is 50. 6 times 2 squared is 6 times 4 is 24. And 100 times 2 to the negative 2 is 100 over 4 is 25. 3 gives me 1 over 100 times 1,000 is 10. 2 times 5 cubed is 2 times 125 is 250. 6 times 2 cubed is 6 times 8 is 48. And 100 times 2 to the negative 3 is 100 over 8 is 12.5. And I'll fill out x equals 4. We don't really need to fill out all of these because by this point we should have said 10 is way too small for x equals 3 here. And the other two values are also too small, so choice A is really bad. And choice D is decreasing instead of increasing, so D is really bad. Choice B is already way too large. 250 is not a plausible value for x equals 3, so we're certain it's C. If we weren't certain, 100 times 10 to the fourth would be 100. 1 over 100 times 10 to the fourth. 2 times 5 to the fourth. 5 to the fourth is 625. That would be 1250, which is way too big. 6 times 2 to the fourth is 6 times 16 is 96, which is completely plausible. And 10 times 2 to the negative 4 is 10 over 16 is 6.25, which again is decreasing. The only values that are reasonable for all 4 x's are choice C. We could have done this more quickly by jumping on anything that was clearly wrong and just going with C. But if we have time, it doesn't hurt to fill in the entire table. And you can, of course, use your graphing calculator for that, or a scientific calculator. Come back soon for my next video. With math, there's always more.